Hey, what is up you guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video I wanted to do a really exciting book haul, so let's just jump straight into it. So over the past weekend I went to a book blogger brunch event thingy at Scholastic and it was so much fun. So Scholastic invited a bunch of book bloggers where they basically present their newest and upcoming books to you, and it was so exciting. And obviously we got goodie bags, so I figured I would sit down and show you guys some of the books that we got. So first up I picked up The Sleeping Prince by Melinda Salisbury. This is the second in the series, the Sin Eaters series. I own The Sin Eater's Daughter, but I haven't actually read it yet, but it's a very popular UK YA novel. I also picked up Defender of the Realm by Mark Huckabee and Nick Ostler. Mark and Nick were also there, as well as Mel, and it was so lovely to like meet them and chat to them and everything. They're two really cool guys, and this looks really interesting. It is about a superhero that I believe he becomes king, but it's a really interesting twist because the crown, jewels and everything like that each has a power to it, which, you know, helps him become a superhero. So I think it sounds really interesting. So next up I also somehow ended up with 2 copies of The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. I believe this is my copy. I'm like a quarter of the way into this, so I'll probably finish it this month, but somehow I've ended up with 2 copies of this book. This is a fairy tale retelling, which is really interesting. Next up is something that I have been seeing in bookstores for a while now, and it's always caught my eye, and it is The Marvels by Brian Selznick, I think. It is a massive novel. It has these awesome illustrations throughout the entire book, and I thought this was so interesting. I have no idea what it's about, but the cover is absolutely stunning. Also at the Scholastic event they had basically people from different parts of the company come and talk to us about, you know, editing, design, marketing, things like that. And there was a talk from 2 designers for Scholastic, cover designers and interior designers and things like that. And one of the guys that was talking actually designed the Mockingjay series, and it's like the foiled one, and it was so interesting because they had like obviously a whole PowerPoint that showed kind of the progression of the designing stages for several different novels, and The Sin Eater's Daughter was there as well, and it was so interesting. So obviously I picked up a foiled edition of Mockingjay because I think these are so cool. I also picked up The Game of Love and Death by Martha Brockenborough. I hope I didn't butcher her name. I have no idea what this book is about, but I've also seen this novel so many times before, so I obviously took the chance to pick this up. Next up is something that has the most beautiful cover, and it is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. It says, Rudyard Kipling's astonishing characters come to life in the stunning new edition of a beloved classic. This is really interesting, and it's teeny tiny. I could read this in one sitting in like a couple of hours, but the cover is just so pretty, and I want to feature it like up here somewhere. I think it will look quite cute up here because it's very adorable. I also managed to pick up Crush by Edith Ainsworth. I believe it is about a guy that at first seems perfect, and as the story progresses it kind of unravels that the guy perhaps is not as perfect as he seems. He seems quite obsessive and controlling. So last up from Scholastic, I obviously got myself another copy of Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, which now means that I have 4 copies of Blue Lily Lily Blue somehow. I don't know how, but it did happen. So I have 4 copies of Blue Lily Lily Blue now. So as well as having 4 copies, one of these is mine, and then the other 3 sort of just came out of nowhere, to be honest. There was a poster, and it was like a tiny A4 poster of the Raven King. It's actually currently up on my board at the moment, so I won't show you guys, but I'll like insert a picture here. I actually went up to Lucy, who is Lucy Richardson, who is a Bookbell reads, and I was like, Lucy, can I have that poster of the Raven King, please? I'm so excited for the Raven King that I actually have an app downloaded on my phone that counts down the amount of days until the book is released. If you haven't read The Raven Cycle already, please go and read it. It is my favourite series. I love it so much. So anyway, I said to Lucy, I was like, I'm really sorry, but can I please just have that poster? And she let me have it, because I don't think anyone else wanted it, to be completely honest, apart from me. Moving on to other books that I didn't get from Scholastic, I obviously got Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is the first installment in the Dark Artificer series, which is a new Shadowhunter series. If you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure you guys already all know what the Dark Artificers is. As you can see by the amount of tabs it has in it, I've already read this book. There will probably, I think it will be live already, but I have a Lady Midnight spoiler-free book review. So if that's already done, I will put it in the eye somewhere up here. I will also leave it in the description box down below if you would like to go and hear my spoiler-free thoughts on Lady Midnight. Okay, so last up, I have done something that I've never done before, and I read a Kindle book. If you know me, I hate Kindles. I don't know why, I just like having physical copies of things, but sometimes you don't really have the choice, and I really wanted to read The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakavic. The Foxhole Court is about a group of kind of delinquents that play a made-up sport, but I'm pretty sure it's quite similar to lacrosse, and they all play Exy over in America, and it's just a bunch of delinquents basically all playing this extreme sport, and it is amazing. It's so good. It's dark at times, but I love it so much. I love the characters because they're all just so crazy. I love Andrew so much. I love Andrew and Neil so much. Also, I got a new phone. How cool is that? I got like a big pink thingy. So I have a new phone, which is cool. I was told to read The Foxhole Court by my lovely friend Tasha. She is on YouTube. I will leave her YouTube in the description box down below. Tasha made me read these books, and I was like, I hate reading Kindle books, but for you, Tasha, anything. And I read it, and she's ruined my life with them now. Like, she knew that I would like them, so I done it, I read them, I love them. So I've read The Foxhole Court recently. I also got the second book in the series, which is The Raven King. Then I also got the third and final installment in the series, which is The King's Men, which I'm yet to read, but I got all three books. The Foxhole Court is free on Kindle, so you can go and get it on Amazon. The other two books are like 99p. I believe that is all the books that I managed to get. Thank you so much to Scholastic for inviting me along and throwing books at me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye!